Hello and welcome to our first week of Composition 111. I am Nicole Schrock and I am going to be your online instructor for this course. Every week I will start with a video like this and load it into the classroom, and we can expect for the first week or so a few hiccups and bumps along the road, because that's just how first weeks go. So I will be patient with you. Please be patient with me as well as we figure out everything that we need to know to get this ball rolling. I'm really excited about teaching online. In addition to teaching this course, I teach Comp 112 here at Northwest State, all online. I've never taught a class in person at Northwest State Community College. I do teach Comp in person at a local college to where I'm located. It's the Columbus, Ohio area. I'm a Northwest Ohio native, and that's how I got affiliated with Northwest State Community College. So I like to teach FaceTime, I like to teach online, and I have the best of both worlds by being able to do both. You can read a little bit more about me if you really want to. In your course content, there's a little space in the syllabus and such. You can pull up some information just to get a little bit of a grip of where I come from on this whole spectrum of online education and teaching writing. I'm looking right now at my other screen here, and I want to walk you through, just like I'm going to do every week, what's expected of this week and what you can expect in terms of what I'm looking for in assignments, and just give you a little bit of that instructional piece that you feel like you might be missing when you take a class online. Online classes are very reading intensive. Everything you're learning, you're reading on your own. And so I'm hoping that for some of you auditory learners that I can kind of teach it out to you and also make it more personal, because just as you're a real person and as I'm reading your work, I'm kind of imagining who you might be. I want to give you a face to represent the other side of the computer and where you're getting these assignments. This is a general course that is created by the English department at Northwest State, and I honestly just got assigned to this class for the first time. It's my first time teaching Comp 1. I've always taught Comp 2. And so I'm learning the class along with you. So if I seem like I'm fumbling sometimes, it's because I'm learning it too. But I'm excited about the challenge. I understand that every one of you taking this course are actually doing it for college credit as you're sitting in a high school classroom. And I'm excited about that. I taught for 13 years in a traditional school setting in Northwest Ohio and in Michigan, and prior to Northwest Ohio, and I currently am doing some more work with high school students. So I'm excited about your endeavor to get some college credits under your belt before you graduate, and I really applaud your efforts. It is a lot of effort, so if you thought this was going to be an easy peasy way to get a credit, you might want to reconsider this. But that said, I'm going to give you as much support as I possibly can through our communication elements that are built into the course. So if you have the course, if you're listening to this video, you're probably on the course website right now. You might want to pause the video and do a Control-N and open up another browser to kind of float around to the things I'm going to show you in the classroom right now, so that you can be fully comfortable with what I'm talking about. On the left navigation bar, we have the home page, the syllabus. I'm not going to talk about the syllabus right now. It's pretty cut and dried, but I do encourage you to read it because it has a lot of information in it that you're going to need. But what I really want to camp out at today is how to communicate to me and where the content is for this course. So obviously you can use messages in order to contact me. It's a little further down on that left nav bar. And or forums, and I already have a forum message from one of you, and it's a really good question. I'm going to address it in a moment. Either one of those ways is a great way to reach me Monday through Friday. I will also tell you that my email address is also on my syllabus, and it's nschrock, schrock, at northweststate.edu, and that address goes directly to my phone. So you should be able to contact me through one of those methods, and do keep those questions coming. Don't just wonder, don't sit there and get frustrated. Not worth it. I get paid to help you, and I want to help you. That's what I'm about. Okay, let's go into course content. Week 1, it says we're going to have 10 points total for this, and if we just click on the first item under week 1, it's going to give us everything we need. In the course introduction, you'll find a little blurb on me as well as an outline of the course. And then if the next assignment is to register for Turnitin.com. I just received this class, so I don't have the Turnitin information ready for you, but I'm going to post it in the classroom as soon as I do. So you could skip this right now in terms of you don't have a class ID yet, but I'm going to get that to you, and it's going to be a really easy to remember password. But I do have to make sure I establish it before I pass it on to you. So I want you to pause on this assignment, and sometime today or at the very latest tomorrow, I'll have the information that you need for Turnitin. You're going to hear a couple of these things, because comp class is the same situation. It's going to take them 48 hours to get me a password, and so I will give you that information, and you are not held responsible for not getting these things done the first and second day of the course, because you're not going to have them until Wednesday. I still think you'll have plenty of time. It's a very quick assignment. You should have plenty of time to finish it up as soon as you get the appropriate information, and it doesn't hurt to do a little exploring and see what those websites are about. The Comp Class website is an online tool that we're offered through our textbook that's going to help us with some of the writing and grammar basics. Okay, then there is a diagnostic test that's going to just kind of give you a completion grade. No matter what you get on it, it's going to give you a grade, and this is a great way to start a course, I believe, because then it can show you really how you've grown by the end of the course, and it can help us to cater to your needs as a writer. We're going to have a reading from the textbook. You're going to read pages 4 through 13 and 356 to 361. I'll be reading those pages right along with you on my own, and there will be some related activities as you'll click to the next thing. It's going to say it's a cheating slideshow. We're just trying to get all those nitty-gritty basics out of the way. This is nothing that you don't already know, but it would clarify a few points. There's a few things that you may not consider cheating that we're going to define as cheating, and sometimes we're cheating other people, and sometimes we're cheating ourselves out of our by creating workarounds that seem like they're practical but really aren't prudent for our learning. So please do read that slideshow carefully. And then there are some discussion questions to answer in the forum. We, in our syllabus and in the course overview, talk about appropriate language and ways to address the forum, but I have found that probably the forum is one of the most effective ways to grow your writing. It's giving you practice writing, but it's also giving you a lot of conversation that you may have felt like you had to hold back on in a regular school setting if you're not really a conversationalist in class. This is your classroom conversation, and it's easier because you have time to formulate your ideas and get them out there. And not only are you going to be graded on your own answers, but you're going to be graded in how you respond to others. And we want to keep writing is a conversation. We want to keep this conversation going. It shouldn't just be my words are on the page, it's done. It should be somebody else picking that up and saying, you know, that makes me think of this and this. And if you've ever been in a really effective discussion with friends after a movie maybe, or after you've read the same book, or even in a classroom, you know how that feels when you're just kind of energized by somebody else's ideas on the same topic that you're already thinking about, and those ideas grow and they can make some fabulous writing as you grow as a student in writing. Okay, and then that wraps up week 1, just those little assignments. So mostly we're getting the nitty-gritty groundwork out of the way. I will get you the information you need very soon, and I am excited about our learning adventure that we're about to embark on, and I'm hoping that you're feeling the same way. Obviously, we're going to all have a few butterflies. I was nervous getting up this morning and thinking of all the things that I needed to accomplish to make you prepared, and I'm sure you're feeling a little bit the same way. But we're going to get through this, and please keep those questions coming so that I can support you in any way possible. Have a great week.